Just to lighten the mood a bit, I still can't read that word without seeing Canadians.
Yeah, I know. Same thing happens when I first look at it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are here with the penultimate episode of Gunbuster 2, Diebuster. If you ever hear my voice shake a little bit there, that is me fucking it up and trying to figure out how to save myself. It's like, this is the penultimate episode of Gunbuster. Wait, we're not watching Gunbuster 2, Diebuster. Yeah, I think it's funny. Anyway, recap it for us.
Okay, a lot happened. Gravitational void. Titan. Something in there. Said it's a buster machine. Then, our robot, main character, went to go check it out. Got caught, was sent to Pluto. Because they're like, hey, there's a buster machine there, you can have it. And she's like, okay. Basically, get out of here. It turns out the topless are a genetic experimentation from the consumption of the flesh of the monsters.
We think.
And what's inside of Titan, it looks like the aliens from Gunbuster.
Sort of.
But it has like beam weapons and stuff like that.
It initially looks like them because it has the giant spike and everything. And then the spike opens up, which the originals never did. So that's why I say sort of.
It's true. That turned into a massacre. But in a moment of awakening, our character who went to Pluto now wakes up to what they actually are, which is Gunbuster number 7, aka they are a buster machine with crazy weaponry, and also some of the monsters that were attacking them were actually like drones for her.
Yeah, the Buster Legion.
Yes. And that's it. Ends with a crazy death of a planet.
Well, the twins died. Did you mention that?
No, I did not. There was a lot of death, though.
Yeah, but I think in the realm of consequential death. Not so much of that.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean,
I don't see the twins as consequential. Again, this was stated at the end of Thought's reaction. I think they were just a narrative tool. I don't think they ever made it to the point of like notable character.
well, I mean, my argument there is the fact that even if they are narrative tools, that does make them consequential.
But to me, a narrative tool isn't the same as a notable character dying. Again, this is just that is simply my take.
No. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I think that they're notable characters because they're narrative tools. I mean, also I think that they're notable because of their relationship status, whatnot. But the fact that they are narrative tools implies that the absence of them has a greater impact on the story, which then makes them notable.
Yeah.
I mean, no different than if the Gunbuster died, right? The Gunbuster, well, I don't know. It's hard to say this time because it's like a living creature. But, like, in the past, saying Gunbuster, if the Gunbuster itself was destroyed, I mean, that would be notable.
It would. But I don't think the twins are made it to that level of notability for me.
Okay. Well, this will just be one of our agree to disagree things.
Exactly.
Anything else? Expectations?
No. They did mention like the gravity well. There was another mention of gravity wells in the next time on, so maybe we're gonna do something as the big threat around that. I don't know.
Was there? I don't even remember that.
Yes.
I'll be honest, I don't think I remember a lot of the next time on. due to the science episode thing that we just watched and the unexpected reappearance of our old main characters, just like complete me through, and how happy I was that they went with the old. Remember we had an Apple back in the day? Well, we've updated the Apple. It's now a Mac. I assume you'd have to tell me.
It looks like it was upgraded, but I am not 1,000,000%.
I'm 100% sure it was upgraded. That's not what I meant. I meant that I think you have a Mac. You'd have to tell me if that was a Mac. I thought your laptop was a Mac.
It is not.
Somebody told me they had a Mac, and I thought it was you. Okay. All right. Well, I guess without much else to say, let's go ahead and get on into it.
Let's do it.
But before we get started,
Make sure that you hit the like button.
hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
We're gonna find out the people from the snow place that she came from.
Okay.
It's gonna be No, or
I think-
No Riri.
That's what I'm picking up on.
But why would she have been in the middle of a comet?
その中に彼女はいた。記憶を失い、眠り続けていた彼女がただ一つ覚えていた願い。それは。
Okay.
Fuck, I wish I was better with names. I feel like there's something desperately that I'm missing. Obviously, the first thought is she's trying to say something and she's not getting all the letters out.
What was the
Trying to remember. Literally trying to remember off the top of my head. Not the top of my head, I'm actively searching. Noriko. The main character of Gunbuster was Noriko. Re, and she just said Ko.
Yeah.
You cut off half of those letters. Get rid of one no, get rid of one re. Keep the Ko at the end, Noriko. She
Yep.
can't be Noriko, though. Also, why would you be saying Noriko? What's the connection to Noriko? Also, I'm kicking myself in the ass now that I never even thought no Riri might mean something.
I thought it might mean something, but I didn't. I wasn't having anything firing to connect what it would mean.
Well, the problem is that she's attaching it to, like, in the first episode, she's No, and she idolizes No Riri, and now she's No Riri.
かつて進行してきた数億の変動重力源を迎撃するため、太陽系外縁でブラックホール兵器を使用したという記録が残っています。それが現在のブラックホールエグゼリー、いわゆる宇宙怪獣の巣です。人類の総力を投じた反攻作戦の後、無人バスターマシンによる太陽系絶対防衛システムが建造されたと推察されます。
Absolute defense.
変動重力源の残
Heard that before in Gunbuster.
何より人類は疲れ切っていたのでしょう。ワープ技術を封印し、太陽系の中に閉じこもる道を選びました。
Is it so? Was the ship that was lost the Excelsior or the Excelsior in Gunbuster?
No, they came back,
敵で
remember?
ある変動重力源とよく似てしまった
No,
その姿
the ship that was lost, the Excelsior.
我々は
Is that
No, they
what
came
the
back. Excelsior came back. That was the
Okay.
one with the last crew that went with our two characters at the very end.
got
彼
it?
らは守るべき人類の中に敵変動重力源と同じ脅威を感じ取っていたようです。それがトップレスです。
Okay. So the command staff are robots too. Or at least that guy.
どれほど美味しかったのかは知らないけれど、いい加減慣れてほしいわね。お仲間も全員軍の管理下で治療を受けているのよ。まあ、施設内でその矯正ギアをつけている限りは問題ないのだけれど、トップレスがどれほど恐ろしい病気だとしてもね。
So now it's a disease.
タイタン事件の後、私たちにとっての世界はすっかり変わってしまった。
Also, new 10th planet.
本物の宇宙怪獣。
I do believe this was made before Pluto was regarded as not a planet.
Yes.
トップレスはもう人類を救う力じゃない。
トップレスは若年層特有の異常な前頭葉の活動ですが、これを早期に治癒し、社会復帰させることは可能です。
投薬および外科治療の法整備が進行中。一昨日付で条約破棄事項を発動。フラタニティの強制収容も完了済みであります。
これは
Okay.
宇宙怪獣との和議に入る予定です。
我々は
This is a pretty quick reaction to all this.
It is.
できたのだから。
よく来られたね。お見舞い遅くなってすみません。
All my hot pockets? I don't know what I'm looking at.
とりあえず
Oh,
お姉様の
cookies.
好きなものをと思って身体検査とか
Or
心理テ
dumplings.
ストとかで全然解放
Oh no, I
して
think
も
we
らえなかった
saw one wrapped up in a little
こんな
thing.
勉強でよく手に入ったの。
It looked like a little
欲しい
cookie.
って言えば特務のおじさまたちが工面してくれるんです。夕べなんて北京ダックにフォアグラですよ。地球にも行けそうなんです。お姉様のお家でひばりを探すって約束しましたもんね。すごーい、このひばりもらっていいですか？
ひばりじゃなくて鶴。
姫不吉祥だから。地球じゃ元気でいて
Okay.
ほしいって願いを込めて送るの。
本当なら見舞いに来るやつが持ってくるんだ。
お姉様はやっぱりすごいです。
I know you have a disease, but I will still hang out with you.
Well, I think it's the weird back and forth nature. You know, Usami, you're so amazing. Said by the one who turns into a buster themselves.
Yep.
イカスメットじゃないか。よ。
さっぱりとしたもんね。
昔さ、怖くなっちゃってね。上がりを迎える前に喪失
So when did you two become friends? Or even know each other?
確かめないままなら絶望する。
Don't know.
なんて思ってたんだけど
I
ね
mean, he knows the dick's enough, so I guess I don't
マ
know.
スターマシン公社の下請け修理工ってわけ。
He's a repair subcontractor. Are they just now decommissioned? All
Yeah, you
of
saw
them?
all that meat material inside the buster, right?
Yeah.
そこの突き刺さった角なんてもっと古い。公社の記録簿じゃ500年は前の戦傷だとさ。
なぜ修理しない？
ディスヌフが嫌がったそうだ。脳幹をかすめて貫通してる。このせいでいくつものエキゾチックマニューバーまで使用不能になってるんだ。
If you're not gonna let him have his pilot, he don't want it.
貴重な戦闘経験値ごと
No, I mean, he didn't want it fixed for like 500 years. Before her.
Uh-huh. Oh, for I see, I see.
そのための人工知能なんだから。
何？
歴代パイロットの落書き。この辺は6次回収以前の古い装甲だから40世代は前の先輩かな。いざ酔いの声せぬ夜の 人行き彼はとどまり我は去りゆく
読めるんだ。
いつの時代も変わらない片思いってわけ残ってるのは戦闘経験値僕らは忘れ去られていくだけだニコラは
うん
微熱が下がらないって。
Oh, he lost his powers.
They're really messing with him.
Well, I mean, they're trying to cure the topless of being topless.
Mm-hmm.
何？
やっぱり姫に教えてほしいんだってさ。言ってあげれば。お姉様なんだし。
Still better than I do.
She's not doing that bad at all.
Alright, so he's gone crazy because he's fucking lost his powers.
Yep.
I mean, beyond the stupidity of it all. Oh, the helmets lock the thing on. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to commit SA on somebody you know is basically the most powerful creature in existence right now.
Yeah.
上がりが来たからってなんで私のことさえ見れないの？
トップレスだったからこうなるんだ。いい年こいて何がバスターマシンだよ。何がおかし系だよ。バカみたいだ。
Just to lighten the mood a bit, I still can't read that word without seeing Canadians.
Yeah, I know. Same thing happens when I first look at it.
Oh, that's unexpected. I thought the move was to make him look like an evil asshole so that those two would get closer together.
As did I.
Well, I mean, obviously more than an asshole, but...
これまで人類が足を踏み入れたことのない謎の空域です。特に膠着円盤内は
Nest hole?
X 線、重力波探査ともに不可能で、確認するには直接行く以外ありません。
タイタン事件との類似性から予測すると、
この太陽系に再び侵入しつつあるのか？新たな変動重力源が。
Okay.
It's my first thought as they say nest hole, and I'm thinking, what, like they're living in a gravity well? Like some sort of massive black hole that we may have created in another series?
Imagine creating that. You know?
Nono と私は宇宙怪獣の巣へ向かう艦隊にいた。みんなノノに期待してる。バスターマシン7号なら人類を救ってくれると。
Yeah, but remember she was able... look at those puppy dog eyes.
私は必要ない。
She was able to teleport across the entire solar system to get to her, to Onisama.
Yeah.
And now that they're like, I'm not your Onisama, and they're like heartbroken, I'm not sure this is going to work out.
No, this is going to be a disaster.
Is that not Jupiter 2?
It looks like it.
Because they're kind of giving me clues that this might actually still be. But then they keep giving me more that says it's not.
So, it could be a multiple universes thing where something in the events of the first show carried it over to here.
水辺に立ち続けたまま一度も飛ぼうとしなかったそうです。でも大人になったある日、流星群の降った夜、彼女は飛び立った。まるで流星を追いかけるように。
星の世界にでも旅立ったのかもな。生まれ育った火星を捨てて。
I guess Mars isn't terraformed properly.
彼女の最後の記憶です。
That might, yeah.
Or it's her story and she's just putting it into the bird form.
I'm guessing it's more of that.
God damn it, malware bites. Stop popping up.
That's crazy.
本当に襲ってこんのかね。
巣を守る近衛の部隊です。
9万5千。
おそらく7号を出迎えに来たのでしょう。
10万を超えました。
7号。
Is she the big bad?
No. Rico is what I meant to say. I had no fucking idea what's going on. I've only been thrown by the fact he said they're defending the nest, which didn't reinterpret a lot of information for me.
Okay. Where are we going?
We did set off a black hole at the edge of the our solar system in Gunbuster.
What?
逆行する重力変動値を確認。規模がタイタン事件のものとは比較になりません。
これが変動重力圏。ブラックホールから這い上がってくるだと。
宇宙怪獣たちはこの変動重力源がエグゼリオに囚われて以来、ずっと封印し続けてきたのでしょう。人類。
Wait, what?
しかし。
He didn't finish the word, but obviously he was going to say Exilion.
No, it's Excelio.
I think he's saying Exilion and not finishing the word. Exilion was the ship you were mentioning.
But the planet's name is Excelio.
What planet? It's a black hole.
Micro black hole で裂け目を塞いでいく。
周囲の物理空間を書き換え、縮体路を形成する。
What? Jeez, okay.
Kind of a Numenera situation going on just in space.
You're not wrong.
グラビトロン砲で援護するぞ。宇宙軍最強の我が艦隊と7号が共にあれば恐れるものはない。
非戦闘員はブリッジから出てくれ。邪魔になる。
第一種戦闘態勢。高度砲での重力指導線用意。第一種戦闘態勢。
So sealing this will get rid of the monster's nest.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I was right in one aspect. I said the nest hole was probably a black hole. So, called that. Apropos of little understanding.
Y'all fucked it up.
the weird screaming that's getting to me.
Yeah.
変動値の差し渡しは1万2000キロを超えています。
1万2000キロ、地球よりも大きいかと。
まだ全体が現れたわけではありません。7号がビーム攻撃をかけます。
Yeah, I mean, you remember the scale example science episode that we had on the old space monsters? That the biggest one was like bigger than a solar system. I think at least that's what it felt like.
我々も脱出します。総員体感命令発令。コード9にて総員体感命令発令。急げ。最後の脱出だ。15号から21号まで2巻完了。
Nope, never mind. We're all dead. We had one more for the trip to hell that we all took.
Yeah. What the?
ニコラだってあんなになって双子やみんなも死んじゃって。
I mean, I hate to say it, everyone dies in the end.
True.
情けない。火星で最初に会った時から宇宙怪獣はノノを探してた。あれは自分たちの主を連れ戻そうとしてたんだ。ノノはすごい。
I mean, unless all these black holes are like portals to another dimension or something like that, and they're trying to bring Norco home.
I think that might be the case.
ノノはお姉様みたいになりたかったんです。ずっとお姉様羨ましかった。だってお姉様とノノリリはよく似ている。ノノリリって人はですね、特別じゃない普通の女の子なんです。
Okay, I thought she was about to kill her or something. I can't fucking tell what's about to happen anymore.
Neither. I think she's gonna unlock her, but then leave.
変わってしまったのは私の方なんだ。
飛びましょう、お姉様。
You got called from a shadow before, so I mean, it's like nothing.
Yeah, that's fine.
宇宙怪獣の近衛が蹴散らされていく。
7号でも歯が立たんというのか。
This is what happens when you poke the bear.
Well, I mean, they were indicating it's bigger than Earth, but we already saw. And Jupiter 2 is a potent weapon. We've seen that before.
できるさ。ノノと一緒ならなんだってできる。エキゾチック。間に合うわ。
Must have taken the horn out.
Jeez.
Why didn't they do that before?
That's fucking up the whole solar system.
I don't know. Remember, we saw the true solar system layout before. This might be far enough out. Also,
Fair
you're
enough.
throwing a large gravity well into a larger gravity well. My God.
That's fast.
Yeah, no, it didn't even look like the old ones.
No.
ブラックホールを自在に操り、雷王星をぶつけても死ぬことのない人類の天敵。
エーテル分離破壊作変動重力源はこの区域からワープすると思われます。
ワープ突入臨界点到達まで
Yeah, so also proving me wrong, not from another dimension.
ここで奴を撃たねば人類は根絶やしにされるぞ。残存感を集結させろ。せめて人たち。
無駄でしょう。しかし7号であれば。
ノノ、分かっているな。
This is a whole thing.
ワープする前の今しかない。惑星衝突よりももっと大きなエネルギーがいる。
残った雷王星の中心核に7号が進出。マイクロブラックホールを点火線に宿体連鎖を誘発させます。
Wow, you remember how Gunbuster ended?
Yeah.
We'll do that again. Except this time we have to force the person to sacrifice themselves. No getting out of it like they did last time.
Uh-huh.
特攻させるというのか。
もちろん、ノノ一人じゃ行かせない。私も行くよ。ワクワクする。二人で世界を救うんだ。一緒に星になろう。ノノ。
I feel like you're gonna be the Russian counterpart who doesn't get to sacrifice themselves with everybody else.
Yeah.
Soviet counterpart, sorry.
どうした？ノノ。
Nah, girl, you ain't. It ain't your time.
Imperial City.
彼女に見捨てられた以上、防衛システムも消えたと考えるべきでしょうな。
以後は変動重力源の進行と自らの力のみで戦わねばならん。
だがそれでいい。
人類が真の大人になるためのこれは通過儀礼なのだろう。
しかし敵前逃亡とは。
ワープ臨界まで
Okay.
提督変動重力源にワープに入ります。
Gotta do it before out. The point was to do it before.
Nono figured something out.
Okay. It is like a 0-2 situation. So did we just... Oh, it's just really quiet. Okay, it's like, did we just lose audio on there?
Yeah, no, it's just a quiet one.
Well, that was crazy to me. Gunbuster came out while the Soviet Union was actually still a thing. It wasn't just sci-fi. The Soviet Union existed when Gunbuster was written. And now alluding to the one character being like the Soviet character when this came out after the Soviet Union had officially dissolved.
True.
I guess the irony of the red one not being the Soviet one. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened this episode.
I don't know what the last episode's going to be.
Well, seems pretty obvious. Also, I just realized that was cosplay what they were doing. I don't know what this is meant to imply, though. Yeah, no, I mean, you saw what was happening there at the very end.
So, no, I get that. That's not the statement. I don't know how they're going to stop it.
With what they were doing there at the very end.
But if it warped, if it's going to Earth, wouldn't that...
Well, if it's going to warp... If it was going to warp, at least it's in the solar system, and we can find it. Well,
yes.
We'll get a clue real quick, right now. By right now, I mean after the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds of this... There we go.
お姉様、翼がありながら一度も飛ぼうとしなかった彼女が流星群に何を見つけたのかわかりますか？次回トップを狙え2最終話、あなたの人生の物語。
So yeah, obviously the bird story was her, as we both thought, which implies that she has a power that she hasn't displayed yet. Apropos of a thing on the ground, discovering that it has wings.
Yes.
No, what I was saying is, if it teleports to Earth, great. We know where Earth is. Also,
yes, no.
Also, we can warp too, as she's done it once. Assuming that there's something on Earth she wants to get to, and we know that there is. It's Onisama's house.
If that's the case, I don't like that.
Okay. You're not gonna like everything in anime, that's fine.
It's true, but I can... This is an easily explained situation. I think it would be more of an impact if it turned into a moment of, I wish I had gotten to see the birds, versus going to see the birds, risking all of these lives, and then doing the thing.
I don't know what the difference is. One, she's already seen birds. They watched birds on TV.
It's not the same.
Also, if she teleports to Onisama's house, there's going to be birds.
But that's what I mean. I would rather her not teleport to Onisama's house and handle the problem. But in that, they have a discussion of like, I wish I had seen the birds.
You want the big monster to succeed, is what you're saying.
No, I think the defeating of the monster should have happened here.
Maybe. That would be more in line with the original Gunbuster, in that whatever happened in episode 5 was finished in episode 5, and then we went on to episode 6 to have a completely different fight. But I don't think they set anything up in the long term. They didn't set anything up in the long term, though.
No, they didn't. So I think there should have been stuff in between what we did and getting to the planet.
I mean, they did set stuff up in the long term, but not in the same way as Gunbuster did. The stuff that they've set up in the long term has been character related. No Riri, for example.
Yep.
Unlike the monster, which just seems to be another monster. Like, well, why even the connection between? I don't think it's. I don't. Then why separate them for thousands of years by previous dispute from the other episode?
Because the nest was at the black hole.
Also,
they just don't think of time in the same way.
Also, not a nest, if you think about it. It was just one monster over a black hole.
But you saw that there was all of the stuff around it, too.
Those were the defense things to keep it in there.
Yeah, so I think that was Mama.
Those weren't allied with the monster. Those were allied with 7. No.
I know. So I think of the like the monsters we saw in the void in the previous episode or in the field. I think the original one is the one that we're looking at now.
Sure, I just don't know how that changes anything.
It makes it so getting rid of this one actually matters. Because if you get rid of it's just like dealing with a beehive. If you can kill the queens of the hive can't get bigger.
There is an element of this that you might not like that I'm going to say out loud here.
Oh yeah.
That I'm fine with the episodes and like I'm happy with where we're going. And I feel like trying to figure it out is like having somebody describe how a magic trick works to you.
Maybe.
I feel like when we're having the discussion, I feel like the energy being drained out of me. Not because I don't like the discussion, but it feels like analyzing the things of the show that I enjoyed watching kind of pulls away from the enjoyment of them in a weird way, so that it's like, yeah, I really like that magic trick, and I show you how really base and unmagical the trick is, and it's like, oh, yeah.
Oh.
Now you put it into a realm where I feel like I could have done that. No.
Well, if that's the case, we can.
No. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm just trying to share how I'm feeling about the show, which is to say that I don't know. Like when you watch a bad movie, right? And you enjoy the bad movie, but you understand this is bad. Like,
yes.
It's like that sort of thing. If you try to sit down and really analyze your bad movie, that's like your guilty pleasure, you're gonna like, oh man. I understand why this is bad, and the more I talk about it, the worse I feel about liking it.
Well, you don't feel bad about liking it whatsoever.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying that's the kind of feel I get from like, oh, you're right about this thing, and that other thing is like this, and it's like, oh man, I feel like it's losing a bit of its charm.
All right. Well, did you have any final thoughts on the episode?
I mean, nothing I can remember now. No. Again, don't take it away. I'm not saying don't talk about it. I just want to say I could hear myself talking like everyone describes me talking with the stone face thing about, man, you sound bored. I'm like, no, I'm not bored. I don't know why this tone of voice is coming over me. I think I'm just losing a little bit of luster for having talked about it.
Maybe. Well, either way, I still think it's phenomenal, and I think whatever we do, based off the last 2 episodes, will be great. Because for me, this did the opposite of what Gunbuster did,
which I loved. Like, I think when I watched it solo, I was crying at the end because it's such a touching thing. Oh, they remembered them after so long, and they were really important, and people, because being forgotten is like a lot of people's really base fear of. That's why shunning works in early societies, because you want that connection with society. So to know that you weren't forgotten, that your sacrifice wasn't for nothing, that was so impactful for me there. And now we have Henry's hype saying that this is going to live up to Gunbuster, which I know is kind of harder for you because there was a separation there that they crossed a line or didn't cross a line that you thought was going to make it more impactful.
So that's actually what I was gonna say though, because this for me does the reverse of what Gunbuster did in enjoyment. Early Gunbuster had me more hooked, and it didn't stick the landing for me. Early this, I was like, what the hell is happening? And to me, it feels like it's sticking the landing.
Well, we did make that joke that you might have like an epiphany halfway through the 3 episodes, and it would all hit for you. So I guess that's what's happening here in the middle episode, which would be the best place for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I'm like going down a hill on a sled, right? The momentum is carrying me, and if I stop for a second, the ride is going to lose its enjoyment.
All right, well, let's not stop then.
Well, actually, we got to, because we had a last science episode. So,
hell yeah.
Hopefully we get a blast from the past, but maybe this might be our new crew. We have no idea. Didn't expect the blast from the past last time. But let's go ahead and check it out.
Let's do it.
帰ってきたトップを狙え科学講座
And I appreciate that they got their back in.
太田です
I appreciate it because the old school also has the text like above the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, which is nice.
驚きの連続といえば銀が中心部から地球まで戻ってくる間にものすごく時間が経っちゃってたのにも驚きましたね。
超巨大ブラックホール爆弾であるバスターマシン3号の爆発時、すぐそばにいたせいで重力圏から脱出するまでに時間の遅れに
Time dilation effect of the black hole and their own travel speed.
時間が遅くなるのは
Yeah.
高速で移動した時に起こる浦島効果のせいなんじゃ。
それは特殊相対性理論の話。相対性理論にはもう一つあるのよ。
もう一つですか？
アインシュタインの特殊相対性理論によれば、物体が高速で移動するほどその径における時間の流れが遅くなるわ。これが浦島効果ね。でももう一つの一般相対性理論では、強い重力場にいる観測者はそれより弱い重力場にいる観測者よりも時計の進み方が遅くなるの。
Okay.
そうなんだ。
一般相対性理論を表す数式がこのアインシュタインの方程式。
I mean, we've already referenced this before when we talked about black holes.
Yeah.
I think it was what, Schwarzschild radius?
右辺の物質分布の項によって時空が極率を持つわけで、その極率の影響によって次の瞬間の物質分布が定まるということなのよ。
I'm not going to try and read that.
I mean, they gave you plenty of time to do it.
私たちが戦った銀河中心核付近には太陽の10万倍以上の質量を持つ超大質量ブラックホールが存在すると言われているわ。私たちが使用したブラックホール爆弾のせいで、多分その規模は数百倍に膨れ上がっているでしょう。下手をすればそれに捕まって永遠に閉じ込められていたかもしれないの。
うわ、地球に帰ってこられてよかったです。
もっとも12000年も経っちゃったけどね。人類はどうなってしまったのかしら。
そうなんですよね。
I mean,
お帰りなさいってサインは嬉しか
yeah.
ったけど。
How could you wonder and also reference this?
ユングがあの時の約束を忘れていなかったなら嬉しいわね。
そうですね。
Yeah, that was the whole fucking
ユングは
point.
とっくに死んでいるでしょうし、人の姿も昔のままじゃないかもしれないわね。
まさか頭だけ大きくなっちゃってたり、手足がタコさんみたいになってたり、体もなくなっちゃってたりして。
What's the sensor bar censoring? The eyes?
相変わらず
No?
Don't know.
Also, that's the thing.
あなた。
またコーチの録画映像が。
お前たちは人類の底力を信じておらんのか。
すいません、コーチ。でもコーチが亡くなってから12000年も経ってるんです。コーチだって人類がどうなってるかは。
どすこい。努力と根性があれば人間は
Not
死
dead.
んでも蘇る。
Fuck yeah.
あなた。
カズミ、苦労をかけたな。
そんなこと。
コーチ、一体。
科学の進歩が俺を蘇らせたのだ。
すごいですコーチ。
ま、体はこんなだけどな。冗談だ。
What the fuck, man?
じゃね。
人間には努力と根性と。
Wait, if you've been resurrected, why do you still have a cane?
Don't know. I don't care. That was the best one yet.
Oh yeah, it's the last one. It's the last update we'll ever get from those characters. That's the melancholy I'm always faced with. That's the last time you'll ever see them say something new. Unless they show up in this last episode coming up.
I'd be down for them showing up.
Well, I mean, how else, other than using the same names, you know, Gunbusters and whatnot, can you call this a sequel to Gunbuster? Like, why would you call it Gunbuster 2?
True. And they didn't even use the title Electric Boogaloo.
And the thing that they throw out, no re co, Why? I feel like Batman. Why'd you say that name?
Oh god. We invoked Snyderverse.
He says it in both, doesn't he? I think he does.
True.
No. Snyderverse is the better one. Sorry, I don't know why I wanted to invoke the Whedonverse. Snyderverse is the better version.
The DC movies have been a mess for years, but that's off topic.
By very specifically, I mean the Justice League movie. The Whedon,
Yes.
the shorter Whedon version is the shittier one, and the Snyder cut is the better one.
Agreed.
If we talk about DC as a whole, Snyderverse fucking sucks. So
yeah.
Yeah, but why did you say that name? It's literally like if you've been frozen in a comet, you're a robot. You have, as far as I can tell, no connection unless maybe Noriko uploaded her brain into a robot and then the robot lost all its memories, but in which case, why would you... I mean, she doesn't exactly act like Noriko either, but can you have the same personality if you have amnesia?
Do you think it's possible that she grew up post those events, but not like crazy length after, and was told the stories of Noriko from the survivors?
What if the snow village that we left, goodbye, Master, the Master is old Noriko? And what we see is she goes back home at the end of the episode, and it's just Noriko standing in the doorway saying welcome back or something. Just like last second.
I like that.
I don't particularly love it, but I could see that being like the twist or something. I mean, I would still rather like they just fucking show up. That would be great for me. But I mean,
no.
Because I was literally about to say, what if Noriko made the robot? But why so? Why would she try to name herself after the person who created her? Desperately just trying to grabble. That's a character
Grabble.
name. That's a character name from Macross, by the way. Trying to grapple with some sort of connection between the shows. Like everything is so close, right? It's like, oh, the ruins of Jupiter 2. It's like, well, why is there a fucking Jupiter 2? But also, there shouldn't be remains of Jupiter 2. We used it for a bomb. So, the fact that it's there is like, oh, that's a little call out. But it shouldn't be there at all. Because we took all of Jupiter 2 and put it into a bomb and sent it to the galaxy center. Or there is a giant black hole at the edge of the solar system. Yeah, because the first bomb that we made, we sent out to the edge of the solar system. So that lines up. In fact, just past the orbit of Jupiter 2, I believe.
Yeah.
So everything is kind of like almost right, but also a little off.
You're not wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is throwing me.
Well, I don't have any expectations for how this is going to be resolved next episode.
Oh, you do. We spent 10 minutes talking about it.
Theorizing, but I don't. It's more like I won't be disappointed either. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't expect it to happen.
You almost put an evil out there. You said, I won't be disappointed either way. Well, you know, anything can disappoint.
You're not wrong.
See our reactions to Gundam Seed.
I have nothing else to add.
Alright, let's go ahead and wrap up then. Once again, I have been Theta, this has been Justin, we've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?